Yo guys, welcome back to my channel. It's K3D. Right now I'll be teaching you how to create this stunning intro in Blender. Yeah, this looks amazing guys. Yeah, kindly stay till the end. I'm going to give you a special bonus. Let's hop right into the tutorial. Now here, this is the Blender. I have my color palette ready here. My color palette. This is the color palette we are going to be using. This. Yeah man. And if you want these colors, these color palettes, you can find them here on this colors.adobe.com. Yeah man, you can find it here. So this is the color palette I'm going to be using. Okay, right. Let's first import our text, RX90, enter. Okay. Intro. Yes man, this is how I want it, with small letters and capital letters. Yeah man. Okay, let's look for a font, a good font. So if I have my fonts downloaded, I'll grab one. Okay, so these are the fonts I have. Let me try to look for a good one. Okay, let's use this. I wanted to have some small letters here and the capital letters here. Okay, let me delete this and go to object, set origin to center. So I want this to be in small letter. Object, set origin. Yeah, this is it guys. Now let's give it an extrude, something like this, and copy it and paste it here on this first letter also. Yes. Let's go to the object mode. Yes. So this is it guys. This is it. Now let's try to give it a little bit of depth, something like that. Copy and paste it here. Go to this first text and duplicate it, enter, and bring it forward. You can grab here and press S to scale in something like this. Then go to depth and make it a little bit high, and then duplicate it again, shift D, then press enter. Bring this to the backward, grab here, then press S to scale something like this, then give it more vertices. So the trick here is how many we have, like 2 layers, 1, 2, 3. Now the trick is to have all these color palettes into our text. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now so far we have 1, 2, 3. Now let's grab and get another one, then increase the depth to something like this. Let's scale and then shift D to duplicate, bring this forward, bring the depth something high, shift D to bring depth up. So far this is what we want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go with this. We shall do the same thing to this also. Shift D, scale in, press S to scale, then make the depths something like this. Shift D again, bring it forward, bring the depth to something like this. Shift D, bring it forward, depth something like this, shift D, bring it back, depth something like this. Yeah, this looks nice. Yes man. So we shall create a plane, a ground plane. Let's bring it here. So if your cursor is here, this dot you see here, like when you import, let's delete this. When you import, let's say a plane, it goes off, it's not centered, it's not in the middle. Let's delete. You can press shift and C to bring it back in the center. Go to the front view, press again shift C. So this is your center view. Now if we import our plane, now it goes into the center. Yes man. So this is where we want it to be. Grab all this text, let's go to the wireframe and bring them down to something like this. Let's scale, then go to the top view, then grab, let's import a box, then scale it to something like this and bring it forward. So we are going to create some objects to give it at least some depth in the background, something like this, 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 something like this. Okay, let me grab them and put them in the center, something like this. Let's put our camera to the view. Press N to lock the camera. Okay, so far this is what we have. Let's scale in the plane a little bit. So far this is what we have. Let's go to the render view. Let's scale in a little bit. Go to the animation tab, go to the rendered view, go to the top view, grab the light and bring it to the forward. Okay, yeah. Let's bring this here until it's full. Okay, here we go. But we shall delete the plane, I think, for a proper view. Yeah, let's have only this. Let me go back to bring all these objects and bring them down, something like this. Yeah man. And now, as you know me, I always bring my focal length down to about 15 to something like this. Yes, to something like this. Okay, so we are going to start shading our logo, but before that, let's give it a proper lighting, a good one. Go to 7 for the top view. This is the light. Increase the radius to around 3, something like that, shift D, bring it here on the top, bring this down to something like this, and bring this to this side, something like this. So let's start giving our logo some materials. So let's give the front one something like this, and this to something like this. Yes, this looks nice. And then let's give this something like this, and this to something like this. Okay guys, so far this one is done, and this is how I want it to be. Let me just give this one a little bit of roughness to something like this, and this yellow one to something like this. Now it's time to give a background some colors. I'm going to do the same thing to this. I'm going to bring this and give this color and give this some yellowish, and this also something like this, and this also to something like this, and something like this, and this. So we are going to give this plane that I'm creating here, we are going to bring it backwards and scale it to something like this to make it full, to make this, yeah. So let's try to give it something like this dark one, and we are going to give the specular something like this. Let's go back to the layout. So far this is our logo. This is how it looks like. Now go to the camera, then go click on depth. I'm going to grab this and click here on this text, then go to the f-stop. I'll type here 0 and 0.3, something like this, something like this, something like this. So we are going to animate our logo, but the way we are going to animate it, it's going to be manual animation. Okay, so this is what we are going to do. I'm going to go to frame 60 and create some camera movements, something like this, something like this. Let me put it around this 1 second, something like this. Then we are going to be still, we are going to continue scaling out, something like this, and then scaling, something like this, something like that, 160. Okay, so this, we are going to animate also this background you see here, this background you see here. We are going to animate them. Now the way we are going to animate them, I will just grab them. I'm going to just rotate them, but the way I'm going to rotate them, let's first go to frame 60, press G, enter, go back here, then press R to rotate until it reaches here. Grab all this up to here. So this is how it looks. Now we are going to be adjusting each frame, each animation on each object and these backgrounds, and bring them forward for at least 2 or 3, 4 or 5, 6, 7 frames. Yeah, so this is how it looks. Yes man, this is an amazing intro. Now we are going to animate this also, these also we are going to animate them, but the way we are going to animate them, I'll first grab them all. Then go to this frame. We are going to pop them from up to the bottom, to the middle, sorry. So they are up, something like that, press T, then press back, something like that. So we are going to do the same thing. We are going to adjust these frames. We are going to adjust each object. So each object, adjust the frames on each object, on each object, on each object, one by one. One by one, we are going to adjust them. We are going to adjust them frame by frame, frame by frame. So this is how it looks. So if we apply motion blur, it will look more different. So this is how it looks in the rendered view. We shall make the depth to something like 0.02. I want the depth to be high. Okay, so go to the color management and try to do some adjustment. Bring the contrast to something like this, something like this. So I'm going to import an HDRI color environment texture, then open an HDRI. So if I have my HDRIs already downloaded, so guys, this is how it looks when it's done. This is what we have so far. It's a good animation. It's a beginner based tutorial for those who want to be motion designers. Yes, so thanks for watching, and keep on subscribing and liking my videos for more videos. Till we meet again.